Hey everybody, it's Kelly at Zinny Me. And today I want to talk about one thing that you could do today that will change your entire year. I was just finishing up some coaching this morning with a client, and one of the things we do when we end is we reflect on the goals that we had originally set for planning and our time together to really understand what we've accomplished. It's such an important part of planning forward, is really looking at what you have achieved thus far. And I think oftentimes as therapists, we get lost when we're running a private practice in the to-do list, all the things that have to be accomplished, that we miss out on what we have done. We spend a lot of time celebrating for others, but we forget to celebrate for ourselves. It's funny how we will do so much for our clients and yet not do those things for us. But you need to celebrate. Your business needs you to celebrate. And I find that the end of the year is the perfect time, before I even go into planning for 2020, it's the perfect time to reflect on what has happened this past year and to celebrate what has worked, what I've accomplished. So I'm going to show you something. Every year I do a vision board. So this was my vision board for 2019. And what I do before I plan for 2020 is I reflect, and this becomes my reverse bucket list. I have a friend who has us do this every time we get together in our mastermind, is create a reverse bucket list. We look at what we have achieved. And so I look back and I say, this is what I wanted. What happened out of this that I've created for myself? And so there's something about celebrating. I agree that we should be moving forward. We don't want to live in the past, but we do want to honor our hard work, the things that have happened, the things that we have achieved. And I think so often we don't make time for that for ourselves. So today, I want you just to jot down your reverse bucket list. What have you already accomplished? Not what you're looking for accomplishing, but celebrate the good stuff. And then you can click to join our vision challenge in our private practice community. It's totally free. We'll walk you through a process to creating a vision like this. For me, I put it in a visual format, but you don't have to. You can write it out. And really understand what you're creating in your business and your life. Because it's that type of intentionality that allows us to keep going in our businesses. If we aren't intentional, it won't be sustainable. Things will get out of control. We won't be paying attention. We'll dig our head into the sand. And before we know it, we're overwhelmed. But if we can slow down, celebrate, acknowledge what is, and then it will enable us to plan better for the future. That's the kind of stuff that's going to make your practice much more successful. So I want you just to click the link and do the vision challenge after you've written down your reverse bucket list. If you have a reverse bucket list, just post one thing down below that is in your reverse bucket list. So for me, on the personal side, I went to Spain for 5 weeks with my family. Part of it, I wasn't working, and part of it I was. I wanted to see what it was like to work abroad. So that was on my personal side of things. And on the business side of things, my bucket list was that I served a full caseload of coaching clients. It's something that I had not done coaching for one-on-one in a while. And so this is my second year of doing it, getting back into it. I've done it for many years, but I had taken a break. Felt so good. And the outcomes to see with my clients was just incredible. So for me, and my reverse bucket list is having an impact on multiple clinicians' lives in their practices and traveling. What about for you? I'd love to hear it. So just post below. Join us in the free practice community. Would love to see what kind of vision you create for 2020.